eyelids, I'm using this LA Splash eye primer, and this is a water resistant eye primer. Drops, 1 drop onto the back of my hand, and with my finger I'm just gonna dab this on. And as always, I'm using the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Duo Concealer. And using a brush, I'm just gonna evenly blend this out on the lid. And for today's eye makeup, I'm using the Voss Mad About You palette. So these are all matte shades here, and I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade here, Sweetheart, just to set the concealer and so it doesn't crease. And I'm taking Crush Shadow here for my transition shade, just on the crease. So for today's look, I don't want to do too much on the eye makeup look with eyeshadows, since I am going in with a bold wing liner. And for eyeliner, I'm going to be using LA Splash Architect liquid eyeliner, and this is a waterproof eyeliner. So for mascara, I'm using the Balm Cosmetics Matte Lash Mascara. And today I'm using the Lady Killer Lashes from Black Magic Lashes. Then going back in with the liner, I'm just going to go in and fill out on areas that needs a little touch up. Before moving on to doing my full face, I'm going to do highlighting underneath my eye area first. And I'm going to set the concealer under my eyes with Photo Balm by the Balm Cosmetics. And I'm using the shade Lighter Than Light. I'm just taking a very small amount of product and just tapping it onto my under eye area. And for today's foundation, I'm going to be doing airbrush applications. So I have this airbrush machine from Luminess Air. This is like a little gun that comes with the compressor. And this is where the air will shoot out with the product that you then put into this little cup here. And just using this little button here, you then can control the amount of product that's going to come out of the gun. I can't remember the actual proper name of it. It's been extremely long since the last time I actually did airbrush. So here I'm going to be applying the primer, the moist primer part from Luminess as well. And just make sure to shake it. And I'm going to apply a few drops into the cup here. I'm just gonna pull my hairs away. I'm not gonna mix 2 different shades of foundation. So I'm using shade 2 and 3. So shaking again. So I'm gonna apply 6 drops of the lightest one. And I'm gonna do 10 drops of the darker one. And to mix the products in the cup together, I'm gonna put my finger to cover up the area that air comes out without pressing too hard, because there is a needle here that controls the amount of product that comes out. It doesn't hurt you unless you actually poke yourself, forcefully poke your finger into it. By blocking the air coming out, I'm gonna take it back, because then the air is gonna force itself to go into the cup and make it bubble. So here you're gonna see it. There you go. I try not to be too excessive with making it bubbly. Okay, so that should do it with blending the colors together. So when I do go around my mouth and nose area, I just hold my breath in and then I move on to my cheeks or forehead and then take a deep breath and then go back in if I need to. And same with the eye area, you just close your eyes and you can actually feel when the product comes out of the airbrush because it does feel a little bit cooler, a little wet. It's a little hard to describe, but it's just like almost like cold steam, if I can describe it that way. Then for contouring and bronzing my face, I'm gonna mix together shade 5 as well as the bronzer. So the bronzer is a more shimmery liquid formula, whereas the shade 5 is just a regular foundation color. I'm just gonna mix them together to get like a contouring going with a bit of a summer glow. So there is a highlighter in here as well, but this is just too light for my skin color, so I'm just gonna apply some Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollow with Illuminator. So I'm gonna set the whole foundation with Amazing Base from Iredale. For lips, I'm using Dose of Colors Campfire Liquid Matte Lipstick. And that is the finished product of today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And until then, see you next time.